At least you love him. What's
Ooh,
this?
hi!
3X. Do any of us need that? Not really.
It's nothing.
Frumples, you want to replace your great axe?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. It is water, but like at the end of the chapter, you could just get a water fister anyways.
There is no end of the chapter. This is the final chapter.
There is a you can buy before the final battle.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
I mean,
Be right back at bathroom.
It's up to you. If you don't want to, you just get rid of it. Or I'll give it to Elsie just in case.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the name of your wand. Which, by the way, Bud, I don't think you're currently equipped with a Tier 3 wand.
What? I fucking better be.
The little green dot is next to the other one.
Are you gonna take this fucking thing, or are we just gonna stare at it all day?
we're gonna
That's up
stare
to you,
at it.
Travis.
I don't think. I mean,
I don't care what you think. Make a decision. Move on.
Just let me know. Like you said, if you
Why,
want it,
bud?
give it
Thank
to
you.
Elsie.
I will absolutely drink this coffee.
I don't want
Yeah,
this.
it's good for you coming back from your imposed shit.
Something else I don't want.
Salvage.
Yeah, honestly,
salvage.
just salvage that. I'm not even gonna give that one to Elsie.
Spell threat.
Oh, I'm host. Meteor! You're Tella! Which means you're gonna cast it once and die.
Fuck off.
Oh, that's right. Remember, it says next turn, by the way.
Also, I have to decide.
So yeah, you pick a spot. It's probably like a single, or it might be a turn in the action. Yeah, you pick a spot. They get a chance to move, and then it falls out of the air. That's why it does so much. Well, I'm assuming when you upgrade your things in general, it'll do a crap ton of damage.
That's
But,
still pretty good for like choke points because they have to come through doors, and he's
We
just
could've
like,
gone and picked-
"Brrr!"
I
Hope I
like
wanna
the
see
idea of having controllers. We're clean in here.
Oh, I'll do one more sweep. Far as the creek we saw and then the mountain's base. Gotta make it all clean and spotless. Rat bones.
Good
Doorkeeper
morning,
are
Scott.
put down and
Is it morning
gently
still? It is
inverted.
morning still.
Then, finding the shelves
Excuse
and
me,
rows
and
of
good
the
morning.
vault, they settle in for a hurried search. Their earlier hopes for insight are not entirely dead.
I pulled a bunch that look like they have to do with times of antiquity. One of them's called Legends of Old Cure.
Good.
Bud
Promising, right?
literally
That's one
can
of the
cast
only books that
Meteor,
didn't blow up.
which we'll hopefully get to see next round
I'm just going
or
to-
next combat.
Where's that Mothman gotten to?
Oh yeah, I love
So
the
he's kinda
overnight suit.
like
I don't
Agatha's
want to ever
Library,
leave.
Glowing, hovering in the air.
Right.
I know it doesn't look
And
like
I-
it from
I
how
know
tired
it's,
I am, but that's not a
I know how it
consequence
sounds.
of the
If any of
overnights.
you watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Which one?
I have
The
seen
show.
pieces of it. Believe it or not.
there's this one particular episode where Willow gets really angry and starts just sucking shit out of books. That's what I think of every time.
That sounds
Sarah's
familiar.
taken to a shadowy cellar.
Yeah, it's the episode where Terry dies.
Womp womp.
Make life you like. I promise not to hurl myself into it.
Wait a minute, another character named Terra dies? Because, like, I'm just thinking of fucking Teen Titans. It's just like, Terra named for just bad luck.
Yeah, that's fair.
Final
That's
Fantasy
totally
VI.
fair.
Well, what are you doing down here? Others are going
Of course
to the
I stay
library.
up all night. I work overnights.
And I am perusing the volumes no one else can, namely those contained within the flashy hat.
You mean you're thinking in the dark?
Put charmingly, yes. Have you already found something, or did you compose a funny song you would like me to listen to?
Only then does Lanquist realize what's been gnawing at him. It's been more than 6 springs he's wanted a chance to ask.
Maybe you'll lie, and I'm actually fine if you do. Can't let it go without asking, I guess.
Yes, you're very handsome.
Thank you. You once told me you were responsible. Who said that?
Call it an accident, fate, little owl. Perhaps one day I will explain in full.
The troubles we're in, and Illuna seems to blame you.
And you wish to know why. You wish to hear about the beginning.
Not gonna matter one way or the other, probably, but I'd prefer to understand.
There is time for the quick version. You will have to fathom a far younger Gondring.
How long ago do you mean? How old are you? fucking geezer.
Old enough that your great-grandparents never heard of my family. And they would have had they been born in the right era. My father got called a king by the Overfront. Really, he was a leader of the militia. He began that way, raising defenses against the crawlers in the wild.
Thursil?
No, back then our famous foes were hill beasts, all driven mad and tortured into monstrous forms. People swore they were leashed to subtler, more reclusive masters. And so, I now know it was. On the twinned might of my father's blade and his bland, gruff goodness, my family rose to wealth and prominence.
Hard to imagine. Castle's all brimming with people. Huh.
Yes, such things were more possible then. I was born amid a bounty of books. Blew them all the fuck up. It was great. So, given beautiful, brilliant examples to follow, my parents both wished peace for me.
All the pages were stuck together by the time he was done.
Delicious. But legends rode the roads. Walkers of myth who painted the hills and protected the meek. They moved in number and skill heretofore unmatched. I was simply a boy, resembling more my mother, yet I wished so desperately to be like my father's heroes. Axe Bay, you thing! Axe Bay was a popular attack phrase in those days. Truly a golden age.
So, when do things turn?
Oh, not long after I went wandering. I embarked in secret, knowing my parents would try to dissuade me, and knowing I would likely sway with even a thumb push of well-argued wisdom. I was unbrave.
Cowardly, that's all.
Pardon me, is this your story?
It isn't.
In any case, what I wanted was to be Ryvorn's Stanvir. He was a dazzling country knight, dauntless, irresistible, strong. I admired him from afar.
Getting weird.
I possessed no useful talents. All I had was desire. It is all a young man knows.
Getting weirder.
And the internet.
It happened that I discovered a ruined room buried deep in the rose girdle. Filled with strange weavings and crossed with threads and patterns, I found entrancing and impossible.
Now we're talking girdles. It keeps going.
And that is how I found my very first glimmer scene.
The door to the other side. And you just went through?
I fell through. Unwittingly, I bore what you now call the mystic's gift, and I believe it obeyed my curiosity. A cluster's feet write his fate.
Sounds like you're caught. Same way Luna was.
Iluna was abducted. The Thrixel purposed her passage. It was mere unlucky. I got tangled in nets not strung for me. You remember Terrafract, the Thrixel world? That's where I wound up. Lost in seeking the night sky, my eyes found a moon to lead wherever I would follow. Dayless years, it seemed, I spent mulling and meandering. It is hard to know, but it could not have been so long. At some point, I began to think of myself as a moth, alone and fumbling towards the light. Terrafract is not a dream, it acts upon
JD?
reality. It makes manifest what you imagine. For the unwary, this happens by accident.
When I was in there, Luna was working her own wishes on me. Is that right? That's what we call it these days.
Indeed, you might have resisted had I been less secretive from the start. This gift of mine, I can blame it for bringing me to the other side. But once there, it saved me from faring far worse. And then my abilities began to blossom.
Is it just luck? Blood? Guess I always knew I was different from ordinary people.
It is the essential split in our natures. Interfusion is a word you use. You have that proclivity, and many recognize you always did, for packing away the permanence of yourself, even and especially while sharing form and energy among your surroundings. That's what makes you and I passable world walkers.
Passable?
Merely passable. There is a limit to how definitely and for what duration our minds may preserve any image, even the image of ourselves. Our inner identities shift over time, and so it was that by the time I had realized how to return to my own land, I was quite transformed.
They say you should never meet your heroes.
Oh, I disagree. There are few things so productive as disappointment.
This is a good character for you, bud.
Regardless, some memories of moons in the mist, diffuse and shapeless. They may as well be glowing gas. Like the
Yeah, he
sun!
does.
I will spare you the details of the encounters and events that come after. Some are maudlin, some are mirthful, but most are moth-eaten and old beyond mattering. That era is dead, and I'm still here. Such is more or less my story.
Alright, but why does this all make you...
Responsible? The Thrixel took notice of me.
when you crossed...
Blah,
same thing in words.
When I started toying with them, kicking their sandcastles and causing a din to disrupt their operas, I had grown bored, you see.
Bored? So you poured beer on a beehive?
I thought it was funny. I believe it is what drove them to duplicate my accident another. I did not anticipate that, but I do not think I cared enough to anticipate anything, not for a long time.
That's it then, because you thought it was funny. That's why so many people have died. Assuming this is brother.
Lyquist! Lyquist, you down there? Lyquist!
You'll have to give it a while. You should tell the others too. I won't make you, but yeah, probably Elsie. Your voice carries. Is that what you're wondering?
Ooh, Rin's found it. There's a passage here about the Tower of Lux.
Didn't have a title, but it was next to the big book of legends. Come listen to this before I blow it up. It sums up the account we read in our compendium, but it finishes with an afterword. They're sealed fast. Legend claims they prisoned a great beast, perhaps the very tyrant who once scattered the pillars of Calmcourt and toppled the moon silver might of Old Cure. And so the last few Kioran sorcerers would have descended the mountains, and the Sultan Mist could not have been told from the desperate taste of their lips. For a mix, surely, were their kisses and tears. The pink light aged purple, and they passed from Mist's pages entirely. Pink light, salt on the mist. I know those mountains. I think we must call that clue enough.
Ooh, what's up? We have to go now.
I get the knot of apprehension between my wings. The hunting cat makes a show of her leisurely leaps, and so renders the deathly pounce more sudden. For such a superior thing as a cat, the proud mouse beside the scared is ever more satisfying meal.
They're away by nightfall. Drixel did. I got buffed on damn it again.
Go get a drink.
And
Go
so...
Oh,
it's down south.
But first we find an item.
Find an item!
Ooh, but first Frumple gets an opportunity. Hey! Yay!
Frumples!
Frumple! It's one of those modest, hopeful nights. Nothing's gone wrong in a week.
I'm so glad this is going to be yours and you're going to have to read so much, it's going to be the best.
We're a monkeys have our own geography. Ranges of fuck that, no. I'm not fucking doing philosophy in that fucking voice.
Philosophical.
Next!
Monocle dog.
Next!
You gotta read it.
Let's just read it normally then.
To quest among these inner climes is just as daring a venture as the traditional hero's journey.
This is the song that never ends.
Yes.
Came for Whetstone. I could just grab it, right?
Wet my stone.
Frumple?
Absolutely not. It's a doctor's text. Dr. Lake. His name is Dr. Lake. Don't get it really, but some idiot tossed it in the water, and I had to fetch because fuck me, I am a dog.
There you go again. Talking about what you had to do. This is your universe. You can do anything you want with that.
And it's a shame. I didn't accost that person then and there. Throwing a book in the river is ratty behavior.
Huh.
They're surprisingly comfortable.
Alright.
I love your chat.
What happened? I don't have the chat up on mine.
All the legs clutch.
I am like dying.
Did you think we would need to succumb to loneliness if you were fighting on its side? We should visit that idea, maybe.
Kendall quiet follows. It's a meager, wordless sound that wavers between a going somewhere woman and her ever faithful friend. Let's go on an adventure!
Let's go!
Who are you guys bringing with you?
Oh my god, can I come? I like to touch things. Oh,
I'm looking
oh
back
yeah.
at this page.
Oh yeah, go.
I'm just hold 1, 2, 3.
Oh
5,
god.
I gotta be careful.
Actually,
I'm
got
gonna
one
fall
of the
asleep
problems
like right
behind.
here. I would like a level.
That's
Then,
fair.
wait, did somebody click it?
I clicked nothing.
Alright, hold on, let me just...
Gonna touch nothing.
Adventure time!
Where shall the rest of us go, my lord?
We do not want. Yeah, fuck that thing. Yeah, the extra health on the Kinistan is kind of annoying.
Annoying, but not deal breaking.
Yeah, well, it's the most annoying thing you can get because that's what it has a lot of. That would give it like 27 health. And it would constantly try to be spawning more enemies. We got Elixir points. Get rid of them both.
Yeah, the other ones aren't a big deal, so.
We're gonna get there before we get them. No! The journey often seems directionless to Linquist. Long cuts chosen over short expeditions through the brambles and along barren tracks. They take hungry trails, starve for forage as much as for purpose.
We're gonna be
Frumples
way
seems
over
awake
level
each
for
morning
this.
with confidence where her eyes should go, while her eyes and her feet should aim towards. And finally,
I think we're here.
Yeah? Alright, well, where's here?
Inside.
It's this quest.
Listen, we've had this discussion, okay? Guess what you mean is it's...
These are my insides.
Oh no, it's this?
It is this one.
Oh god.
My actual bone
This quest is
organs.
actually really, really
I love
awesome.
this one so much.
I think Frumple might have parasites. Frumple, alright, what did you eat? How did we get
Has he
inside of you
been-
all of a sudden?
Has he been licking his butt a lot?
I have been
Yeah.
licking many butts. Follow me.
And by many, he means his, and a lot.
Just mine many, many times.
I get that it's pretty based. For a
Oh,
while, I thought it was
fucking
too
God.
absurd to believe.
Okay,
But
someone
then I was
kick him
like,
out of his
wait,
fucking
of
room.
course, eating ass.
Of course.
A journey is a process of ending up somewhere new, but a new place is only perspective, right? So a place is as much a mental and physical construct. We can go on real journeys in our heads, just like we can go on false journeys overland.
How fucking high are you, dog?
Dog
So
got
of
to the weed,
course,
man.
we can wander and wind up inside ourselves, because the separation of all things is at least several parts imaginary. Isn't that right, hallucinatory Napoleon?
I'm missing a few cobbles in the path, I guess.
Take some mind-expanding drugs and it'll all be clear.
That
Oh
is
my
not
God.
something you ever want to hear someone say. A pig is hum. Oof,
Yes, dumb.
that's fucking rough, dude.
It make himself known to them, shuffling his hindquarters, it bursts its ears.
I want to eat that pig.
Amazing.
Is it? Looks like bacon.
I can assure you, it is based. Pig of my insides, tell me why I felt so sick this winter. What's cast such a gloom on my appetite? What turned my semen to mustard?
Ew. Ew, ew. Fuck. Ew.
Wants through the pig.
Listen, Joy.
How tight? Alright.
To avenge a wound, one must foster its opposite. Go and heal, foster families, forge useful or pretty things, forgive and dance with your enemies. Oh, and whilst I got you, brush your teeth, please. Brush them, none too gently. Eat and drink slowly.
especially if it's right before bedtime. And finally, kill the parasite beings that are digging around in your body matter. That's actually most of the problem.
Frumple, what?
Right, I wondered if it was the paraquats.
Frumple, why can the pig, or what's the paralytic?
You're not wrong.
I
want to go home.
I have dragons in my asshole and they're eating my spleen.
Oh.
This is what you get for licking your own butthole.
Remember that it's my insides, asshole. Be careful where you flick your wand.
I know what you like.
Okay,
What if-
this is your choice.
What if, and hear me out, we try talking to the deceased?
I'm just along for
What?
the ride. Your call.
What?
That is indeed the second option, because I got this event before.
Yeah, we've seen this.
And it was fantastic when I got it the first time, too, and I still love this event.
this event is
This is one
amazing.
of the best hook quests. So,
Pig of my insides, bequeath your wisdom.
pick up my insides.
What the fuck?
Pick one.
Well, pick one. Kill the bacteria, talk to the bacteria.
Have you never seen
I'm
this
gonna
quest
talk
before?
to it.
Because this one's so good.
I had a feeling.
I understand you, ill-speaking dragon. Speak to me. A lot of times I just get pretty annoyed about a sickness, but now I see you. You're a malice dry animal, just chasing survival. I just can't stay mad at you.
Explain us the reason. You display us compassion.
Everything talks. Everything.
It's the power of friendship and weed. Weed helps us learn to be friends.
Yeah. One of the oldest and most powerful loops, they say. Can I go now?
So you say we could be friends?
Fuck it. Sure.
Adverbs don't matter.
Nurgle besties. That's the best way. To support one life is to support all the lives it leans on.
You were just the right person for that moment.
We can make peace with disease. And we'll be all stronger in our union than we were in our strife. Whatever.
It would be great if actually Dummy got this event.
Give Papa Nurgle a hug.
If we trust, we must have you safe make us from that one your body's guardian.
Inside hug.
Behind them, the pig snuffling turns thunderous and fever hot.
Fuck 'em.
We're gonna eat that pig.
Your body wants them out.
Frumple, I don't know if this is awfully late to be asking this, but what the hell's going on?
I'm gonna kill that pig.
How did I get here?
Guardian.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Oh! Go get it, boys. It's really weak.
Whee!
No! Yeah! Spam click as hard as I can. Woo!
Saba. Ooh, 2 upgrade. Oh, upgraded heroism.
Nice.
Oh no. I got one more level. Yeah, I could get ambushed too. Oh no, these are really good. I've been waiting literally the entire game basically to get ambush, and then it does this to me.
I mean, you could have done, it'll be on your legacy list if you take it. If you ever bring her back again.
You're talking about heroism or ambush?
Ambush. Well, pretty much whatever you take, you'll have the option to come, obviously. So the plus is included.
Ah,
Once you have
2 extra attacks is fucking insane.
It's pretty crazy.
You know you want it.
I do want it, but I also, you don't understand, ambush, especially with the skill that makes me invisible, they basically step in, I auto kill, and then immediately go invisible again.
Well, then do that.
I can't, I can only pick one, I want both of them.
God!
Look at my Potter.
Only one piece of
You're gonna
candy,
do-
Papa.
I'm doing
I
ambush.
want both candies, Papa.
Ooh, armor.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I get it
extra
perfectly.
action.
Give it to Wilgar.
Ooh.
To
Yeah.
Wilgar. Oh, okay.
Several weeks before they're home again.
I got ambush.
Smell that halfway across town.
Simmer the onions and garlic until they look like glass and maggots. Gross. Heat it up and give it a good sniff. Ah, how nice. Now throw it away because it's time for the rice.
Hey, here are the mushrooms you wanted. What book you got now? Cookbook?
It was pornography. I was reading pornography. Also a cookbook in the back. Dr. Lake's Culinary Vulneraries. He was also an ambitious and wonderful chef and pornographer, it seems. Tell you the truth, I have been famished since we got back.
That's,
Not for food, for pornography.
is that because of the parasite, we still call it?
Yes, I am in fact eating for two now. Oh, that's actually what the text says. I don't know, 100,000 it tells me? Anyway, I am full of bees!
Oh, yuck.
Why am I full of bees? Anyway, I have an iron stomach again. My inner world is a little more vibrating because of all the fucking bees.
Feed us with your
Yeah,
dog
alright.
mouth.
You can stop describing it. And just as an aside, maybe don't go on about it to other people either.
Go on about what? My body filled with bees?
What are you making?
Evil demon dragon bees? Crawdads.
Ooh,
Those are like underwater bees. The point is I'm eating bugs. Hot, fresh, crawdad bugs.
I don't know if I want to have a few.
Hey, upgrade. Hey.
There it is.
There's the. Oh. There's,
Upgraded to Paladin.
Good list across the board.
That'd be a toss up for me. Battlegrounds is really fucking nice.
I like upgraded paladin a lot just because it's just always there. Also.